She's put herself, this is a great way to end our event with two absolute studs.
FURUICHI, Japan, Kazakhstan, coming out in the red. You look at what FURUICHI has been able to do. 7 H-level world titles, cadet titles every year from 2011 to 2013. Junior golds from 2014 to 2016. And then she added a U23 victory in 2019. Stakes are pretty simple, in a position to become just the second Japanese wrestler to complete the World Grand Slam if she can add a senior gold to her previous World Cadet, Junior, and U23 titles.
So where does that put her on the wrestling room wall and at the training center for Japan? Good question. How many times have we seen these athletes come through with multiple titles?
It's a shot by Kazakhstan. Still in on the leg. Now Japan moves in on the attack. Switches to a double. Quad potting, trying to resist, but eventually the burden too great, and she goes down. Japan with a 2-0 lead.
Right, and BAKBERGENOVA, beautiful attack, but the counter attack by FURUICHI as she created an angle and drove in. We see so many of our top wrestlers with counter attacks, whether that means their second attack or countering their opponent's attack. But you have to put multiple attacks together to be the best in the world.
Brief 2-on-1 from Kazakhstan, cleared out of there by FURUICHI. You know, you go back to the Grand Slam, just finishing up the topic with FURUICHI able to become the second Japanese wrestler to win and possibly complete the World Grand Slam, as she's in for more. The only other Japanese wrestler to do it was Haruna Akuna. So good company possibly for FURUICHI.
And these athletes, household names in Japan.
And the incredible part about it, if you're Japan and the rest of the world, she has twice, despite all of the accolades, twice come up short in a bid to make the Tokyo Olympic Games. First at 76, then down at 68. Now she's settled in here at 72 kilos.
Which is why having non-Olympic weights at our World Championship is so important. This is her natural place. Moving up or down puts her in a disadvantage.
This is her comfort spot, no doubt about it.
Open. Attention, Red. No more fingers, okay?
She's a two-time Asian medalist. Japan did not compete this year. They had to withdraw due to exposure. Now some late offense near the edge. Short time wrestling, unanswered points toward the end of a period.
You can't sell that short at how important it is to be able to score at the end of periods. A 2-0 lead is so much different than a 3-0 lead when it comes to that second period.
Inching a little bit closer. Japan. Tough year for the Japanese away from the mat just because they were hit with some COVID cases, caused them to miss some competitions, but they weathered the storm. Had a great showing at the Olympic Games, obviously following up with a world team title as well.
If you're starting a program or your country is starting a women's program, the first person I'm hiring is a coach from Japan. I'm paying them whatever they need to bring that system to my country or even, my program.
And you brought up a great point earlier in the week with the depth of the Japanese women. And we've seen countries that are strong really spread out a little bit, where wrestlers maybe can't quite crack the starting lineup, if you will, for some of these majors to move and go into a neighboring country or start fresh somewhere else. Will we see that with Japan? Only time will tell.
You look at their national pride and the way that they react to each other. I don't know if we're going to see it, but it wouldn't surprise me.
3-0 lead, all the points coming in the first period. A little more than 2 minutes to go in our final match of the night. Gold medal to close out the women's freestyle competition. Passivity call coming. We'll have a stoppage here in just a little bit.
You didn't see the confirmation behind him.
We're going to get there eventually.
Blue, don't block. Action red.
Well, he's going to let him continue. Thought we were going to get a whistle. We do not. Action allowed to continue. Kazakhstan needs to get something started.
But ultimately, BAKBERGENOVA is going to need an attack to win this match. It makes it that much easier when you have 1 point on the board.
BAKBERGENOVA has went against the best that the world has had to offer a couple of times, medaling at the Eurasian throughout her career, 2 different occasions. Won the Poland Open to kick off the competition this calendar year. Having a tough time getting some points on the board, trailing 3-0 with a minute to go. Comes in, not a real good shot. Opportunistic, FURUICHI jumps in. That just did not look real crisp, almost like she stumbled out of the gate with her footwork.
But yet now, she's got a death grip on that leg and making time pass. With 40 seconds to go, still 3-0 FURUICHI.
No fingers, open.
So hard to crack the code there with beating the hands and head defense of the Japanese wrestlers. They are so good at all positions.
15 seconds. Japan started the competition a couple of days ago in Oslo, really flexing their muscle. And now in the very final weight, in the final few moments of the final bout, Japan will raise their arm in victory. Another gold medal. And count them up in a week in which numbers are significant. 8 age-level world titles for Masako FURUICHI of Japan.